Hello once again, my fellow mathletes. Root Beer here, looking at question number 11 on the 2006 grade 9 Pascal paper. When x is equal to 9, which of the following has the largest value? Root x, x over 2, x minus 5, 40 over x, or x squared over 20? Okay. So this is a question we occasionally get on these sort of multiple choice ones. They just, the only way to really do it, to correctly answer the question, is to sort of evaluate either, up here in your head, if you're very good at mental arithmetic, or you understand patterns of how, if you make this number, this bigger number that's bigger than 1 even bigger, how will it affect this fraction, that sort of stuff. So you can either do it all up here, or grab your calculator. If you don't have your calculator, none of these are particularly difficult. We can always long division the 2 at the end, and I guess b, but no, we can certainly do this question. I like showing my work when I do these videos, so I'm actually going to calculate these out. So, a, that's going to be root x, that's root 9, and that's 3. Notice it's not minus 3. This is something I like to occasionally mention. So square root sign like this always means you take the positive value. If it had been something like plus or minus the square root of 9, then you get plus or minus 3. It's called the principal square root, and it's gotten me in trouble more than once with teachers and on contests, thinking that it somehow represents 2 answers when it's really just 1, the positive one. This is why, for example, you can never have square root minus 1. You can have things that square to minus 1. It's complex numbers. But there isn't one that is just the square root of minus 1, because it would either be I or minus I, and neither of those is really sort of positive. Positive is just something on the real number line. I know one of them looks negative, but that's just notation. Okay, but that's nothing you need to worry about. It's a grade 9 contest, no complex numbers on here, and nothing at all that's going to cause us any problems. Just a little public service announcement about the square root sign. So 9 over 2, you can either grab your calculator, or this one's not particularly hard to work out in terms of decimal. It's 4.5. You divide an odd integer by 2, you just put a 0.5 there, knock down the integer by 1, you'll get 8. 8 over 2 is 4. Okay, I know we've got 40 over x here, and I think x squared over 20, and this was x minus 5. Let's just double check. X minus 5, 40 over x, and x squared over 20. Okay. So x minus 5, that's 9 minus 5, that's going to be 4. So far b is leading as our answer. 40 over 9. Okay, well, I know that 4 nines is 36, and that would leave me with 4, so 4 ninths. So we get 36 divided by, so we'll rewrite this as 36 divided by 9 plus 4 divided by 9, which is 4 plus 4 over 9. And, you can either know 4 over 9, get your calculator out, or you can continue to do long division, set it up like this. You get 9 there, so 4, 36, get a 4, bring down the 0, then it's 0.4, 36, bring down the 4, bring down another 0. You're going to get pretty quickly, it's 4.44444, repeating forever. Okay? So b is still winning. And now 9 squared over 20, that's 81 over 20. And what are we to do there? Well, 80 over 20 plus 1 over 20, that's going to be 4 plus 1 over 20. And that's 1 over 20, that's sort of like 100. And 20 goes into that 5 times. So it's 4 plus 0.05, or 4.05. So b is clearly the champion. It's the biggest number. B is going to be our answer. Okay. So there we go. 4.5 is the largest of these values. But we did have to sort of evaluate each one to really get a sense of whether or not our answer was right or wrong. And that's something that could only happen on these multiple choice contests. If you tried the grade 9 Friar, which is entirely written, you would never have a question like this because they don't ask multiple choice ones. Anyway, yeah, that's really all I got to say for question 11. So join me in the next video for question number 12. And in the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful